So hi, everybody. This is Samantha Streetwater, and we're here today. I'm here with my friend and teacher and collaborator, Artie Egendorf, who's from the East Coast.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for being here, Artie.
Oh, a joy, a joy.
So our intention today is to offer you a little practice that can help going into Thanksgiving, because there's a recognition that this is a moment when we're all heading into being with family or not being with family, and when the collective energetic has a lot of assumptions about how we should be or feel, and where that can be very challenging. So today we're going to offer you a simple practice energies way is the school and framework and set of tools and an opportunity for personal and collective evolution that Artie has created. And so I'm going to hand it over to Artie to offer a practice for all of us to work with in the next couple days and ongoingly to support being in healthy alignment with ourselves and our loved ones. Artie.
Thank you, Samantha. Great intro. Great to be here with you and all the peeps who gather, however you come here. And let me add, this is for Thanksgiving and any occasion that you want to fill up with more love and thanks and blessing. It could be any meeting one-on-one or with a group or anything. So we'll set it up for the next couple of days, but this is a perennial. And you want those kinds of qualities to come through. And the simplest way to do it is to get out what's in the way and bring in whatever help there's going to be. So whatever you do to call on the resources that you know to call on that would be good, take a moment, pause, welcome them in. And just so I don't turn off anybody, I won't name all of mine, but you guys know who you are. So please join us.
And another way to say that is call in your guides and your ancestors and your guardians and your helpers.
Absolutely. On whatever and all planes. Thank you. So whether you do psychology, transformation, energy healing, or problem solving, or whatever else, you know there are always two things to look at: what's in the way and what would be good to call in. I call what's in the way is usually some leftover of hurt, pain, fear, numbing, whatever, anger, that needs at its base soothing. You don't get rid of that stuff. When we fill the cosmos, there's nowhere to throw the trash. We can only recycle. That happens by soothing. And the deepest soothing is a hug that is passed on from the higher sources in and through us. And the strengthening comes from calling it in and designating exactly where you want it to go. And now what the discovery of a lifetime is for me is that all of that is aided as we recapture what we were able to do as infants when we learned to roll over, get up on all fours and crawl, which is the contralateral movement of figure eights that is now known in physics as toroidal dynamics. So I will guide you in that soothing and strengthening, but first let me show you the simplest way to loosen up, to unleash those kinds of moves in yourself, is to shake your shoulders. You know, shaking hands in the patriarchy to show that you don't have a weapon. This is shaking your shoulders to loosen up your heart armor. So just do that a number of times, and if you have your head back, you let your jaw open, you notice you get even looser. And then you sink your heart in, so you close it all, and then open your heart up so that you've got some renewed acquaintance with what it is to really get flexibility around your breastbone. And then you can come back to sit and figure eight, where you go up and clockwise to the right with your heart, down and back, and then up and to the left counterclockwise with your heart. And I'll turn sideways and you'll see that the back bend, your upper back. And if you continue to do that, invite these moves in your heart to radiate so that you allow them to go into all your 13 major joints, your hips and shoulders, your knees and your elbows, your ankles and your wrists and your neck. And as you welcome this all through you, you go into synchrony with energy throughout the cosmos. You come home, beginning physically, and as you practice, it can become more mental, emotional, and spiritual. So then thinking of the people who are going to be with you and yourself with them and the occasion, whatever would be good to soothe old baggage, pain, hurt, anger, numbing in them and you, and whatever abilities you know you have at your best, and each of them individually has at their best, call higher help, the best in you, to strengthen in preparation. And then as you survey the whole meeting, you can bask in advance the whole meeting with your loving, soothing blessedness that gives thanks for all who've gathered. And by way of conclusion, you can imagine that this practice spreads from you and through you, so it becomes as natural and no-brainer as brushing your teeth and eating organic. We soothe, strengthen, and bless for love and gratitude. May you have a glorious Thanksgiving and any other occasion you use this clip for. And again, Samantha, thank you for having me with you.
You're welcome, Artie. Thank you. That was beautiful. I actually got a lot of insight with how to be with my brother-in-law's whole extended family in LA. So thank you. And
we're supposed to do. Great.
So a little clarification now that I've been doing this practice for almost 6 weeks now, I think.
Sometime between 5 and 6.
Yeah, that a piece of the genius of this is that it's the total interpenetration of the physical and the spiritual, like as above, so below, as within, so without, as without, so within, and that the physical practice is an amplification of and a bringing back into embodiment, into what I call residence, the energetic work and the emotional work that we're also doing. So it's like a totally holographic practice that's anchored in the physical. So that's for you, Artie, and that's also for everyone out there who's like, why are we figurating? And it's because to engage the subtle, the physical plane as the anchor point for the subtle is to amplify all of it, because this is the place of power. So with that,
2 more quick points.
Yes, please, Artie.
She's amazing. Nobody has absorbed this much so fast, so deeply as she has. It's all the preparation. And it's spiritual capitalism. The rich get richer. The more developed you are, the more immediately you recognize what this is. So if it doesn't hit you right away, stay with it, because there's something here. And what's here, I didn't invent. This is passed down. This is a fusion of all the great streams, whatever works on the nervous system or the head and awareness, whatever works on the cardiovascular system, the heart or love, whatever works on the metabolic system or action and power, whatever works on the reproductive system or the pleasure-seeking, ultimately joy, wise, loving, potent joy, all together. These are the systems of the cosmos incarnated in us. This is simply a way of activating them most succinctly, directly, and fully than ever before.
And so thank you, Artie. Awesome.
Well, now you know what we're doing together. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you're out there and this really calls to you, I want to let you know that I'll be hosting Artie on the West Coast in Northern California and Berkeley, California in the spring for a few evening workshops and for a weekend first level training. And if you're interested in that, you can message Artie here on Facebook and he will capture your email address and we'll be sure to invite you. And thank you and happy Thanksgiving and much, much love.
Blessings.